When did you first start making original music?
The first original
Or
song.
recording?
Yeah.
Did you start like recording covers or anything like that? I know some
No.
people start that way some as well.
No, I'm open to it. But the first time was just, in a trap studio. I was with some friends and we just started recording. I have it. It's called Bonnie and Clyde. And
Is it rappy? Because a lot of your
no,
stuff now is like singing,
no.
so it's the same vibe, like more
Yeah, R&B.
harmonious. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then and that's post high school. That's
In high school.
in high school.
In
Okay.
high school. I only made one record, and most of my performing was really at school, like poetry slams. I would go actually do like talent shows out, just local ones, things like that.
You went to school in Denver?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is all in Denver. Got
Yeah,
it.
all
So
in Denver. Yeah.
what's the music scene out there like? Are there a lot of like was SoundCloud rappers a thing like in high school? Did you have a lot of people that were
Oh,
rapping?
yeah, I was on SoundCloud, and yeah, at high school, everyone was trying to.
Got it. So that's the thing. You were trying to get you on, and so you did one, right?
I wasn't actually trying to pursue it professionally back then. Back
Right.
then, I was just like, I'm gonna go perform, I'm gonna go sing, but I didn't really understand I didn't understand business, I guess, or structured. I wasn't thinking, hey, I'm gonna go pursue music.
With the music. So
Yeah.
let's think about that cat.
Yeah.
Cat in high school that did the one song with friends messing around in the studio or whatever. What does she think she's going to college for? Like, what's the plan in high school? Like, what do you think? Like, what's the dream right there at that time? Do you recall? Because you've been a fashionista for a while. Is that what's going on at that time?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, even in high school, I had like the big flowers, the big outfits, singing. But honestly, and this is very, real and raw, I had a really hard time in high school. I was off on my own, 13. I kept running away. I was having issues at home. We had some abusive things happening with my stepmom, and so I was focused on what's my next meal. I was working as a janitor in high school.
Wow.
Trying to get food for myself, and it was really hard. So I wasn't thinking, what am I going to do for my future? I was thinking, like, what does the next day look like,
I'm doing it from right now,
yeah.
for my present.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's tough to go through that at such your early age, especially when you're supposed to be developing in life. I'm sorry, to even have to.
I think it's character building, and I think it taught me a lot. It taught me how to hustle and navigate life. But I'm older now, and I'm looking back, and I'm like, all of those things that used to kind of hurt me, actually taught me a lot about the power that we have, when we're not playing victim.
100%. And it's an analogy for, I think boxing is probably where it came from, but like you never know until your back's against the wall,
right?
And
Do you box?
No.
Or you just analogy?
little clip of me with terrible boxing form right here on Instagram. But the truth is, you have to, you never know what you could do until you're in that moment, until your back's against the wall and you got, nothing else, nothing to lose. It's I don't want to say it's beautiful that you had to go through that at an early age, but the truth is pressure makes diamonds, and that's what got you here. And like they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and makes you a diamond apparently. So that's incredible.
I'm, like I said, I'm a huge advocate of women. My original calling, I felt, was to help women and children, specifically abused women and children. That's sort of the first thing I ever wanted to do in my life, was help. But women specifically, just because I know how many, struggles I've been through, and I kind of just wish that I had somebody to look up to, or somebody to, help push me through hard times. And so that's why I'm big on trying to build women up, because I feel like, where do we find our inspiration? And I want to be an inspiration, because now that I've opened my eyes to helping empower women, I've been inspired through I wouldn't even say big figures, just like everyday women that I talk to, that I meet, that are going through something, that share their stories with me. And, I encourage them to be big, to be bold, to go after the things they're scared to go after. I'm really big on that.
Relatable.
If you're scared, if you're scared to go after it, there's something there, and don't let that hold you back. But I think that maybe sometimes it could get misconstrued when people are coming from a place of ego and not, real depth, anything superficial, things that you see, those things at the end of the day, they matter. Taking care of yourself matters, but the depth, where is this empowerment coming from? What are you trying to speak into people? Not just women, people, If it's coming from a place of trying to put down anybody else, let's say, genders or things like that, that's not empowerment. You don't have to step on others to rise up.
You don't have to bring others down to put yourself up.
Well, and kind of bringing it back to empowerment, for the women, I wanted to show them you don't just have to niche down to one thing, because we're women at the end of the day. We can be anything. So we'll wrap this up with, go after everything that you want to, because this is your life. Do it all. Do it all. Fearlessly. I'll back you up.